Data capture skills are an incredibly important way for being able to capture students' information during a conversation so that we're not speaking with somebody anonymous, we have their information. These can be set to trigger at any point. To create a new data capture skill, just go to Bots, Skills, Create Skill, and click Data Capture. Now you've got a couple of required fields here. Firstly, we give it a title, which makes sense. Students will not see this particular field. We then have a confirmation message. Now, it's worth pointing out that when this skill is triggered for the first time, the student gets two buttons. Do you want to continue, yes or no? So it's up to you to frame a question that explains what you're capturing and that what to pick, basically. Choose yes here. It is also worth pointing out to you guys that whilst this skill is in action, effectively, whilst we're asking the student for certain bits of information, the student won't be able to free type any other questions to the bot. So the bot is going to be tunnel visioned in on capturing this data, and it's good to articulate in the confirm message. Lastly, the last sort of two things really are you have an exit message, which is once all of the fields that you've captured are accounted for, what do we say to the student? So in this case, we've got it set up by default as great. Thanks for providing me with those. We won't touch that for the time being, but it's fully customizable. And finally, we get down to the most important bit, which is what data do you want to capture? By default, we'll pull in all of the custom fields that you have set up in Gecko in settings and custom fields at the top. So for this particular account, we can capture, for instance, first name, last name. We'll ask for the student email, and let's also ask one other color, which is the class of interest field. Okay. We can then customize how the bot asks these questions. So we can say, for instance, first question, what is your first name? And so on. I won't edit all of these just in the interest of time, but it's important to note that they can be freely customized here. Once you're happy with your skill, go ahead and click Save, and then I'm going to pop mine in an answer, and then we'll look at this through an example. Okay. So we can see that first question. If we say no, it resets everything. The bot's just going to go back to answering regular questions. So first question, what is your name? After we've asked these questions, the bot will parrot back, here's what you've said in each of these fields, does this look right? If you say yes, that effectively finishes the skill, it triggers that exit message. And if we hop over to the conversation on GeckoChat, we'll notice that we have all of that information in the student record now.